Chemistry is a very quantitative subject, so as a result, in this class you'll be expected to manipulate a lot of equations, be expected to perform a lot of algebra. One of the things that we'll be doing in this class is taking certain variables that were given and solving for other variables because they have a relationship between the two. One example of this is an equation A equals BC. Now suppose you were expected to solve not in terms of A, but instead in terms of C. The way that you would do this is you would divide both sides by B. These would cancel out, and your final answer would be A divided by B equals C. Now suppose instead that the initial equation that you were given was A over B equals C. And this time you were expected to solve for A. The way that you would solve this would be to multiply both sides by B. Here they would cancel out, and your final answer would be A equals C times B. Again, during this course, you may also encounter algebraic operations such as dividing by fractions. An example of this is 1 divided by the fraction A over B. When performing this calculation, dividing by a fraction, what this actually means and can be rewritten as multiplying by the reciprocal, which is B over A times 1, for a final answer of B over A. A real-world example of this type of problem would be if you have 12 divided by 4/3. The way that you answer this problem is simply by rewriting it as 12 times the reciprocal fraction of the denominator, which would be 3/4, which we can carry out to be 12 times 3, which is 36, divided by 4, which then reduces to 9. Since chemistry is the study of matter, in this class we'll be dealing with huge gargantuan sizes of matter, as well as tiny nanoscale sizes of matter. As a result, chemists often use exponentials when dealing mathematically with these numbers. So a review of exponentials would be imperative to your success in this class. For example, 10 to the third is the same thing as saying 1,000, because the number in the superscript tells you how many zeros, because 10 to the third is the same thing as saying 10 times 10 times 10, and this is where the third comes from. When you perform this calculation, you see that 10 to the third is the same thing as saying 1,000. Another example of this would be 10 to the 7th, which can also be written as 1 with 7 zeros following it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Additionally, we'll often use negative exponents when dealing with exponentials. For example, 10 to the negative third. Now this is saying 1/1000th, and it is the same thing as writing 1 divided by 10 to the third, or 1 divided by 10 times 10 times 10. If you perform this calculation, you see that this comes out to be 1/1000th. Another common way to manipulate negative exponents is using the notation that we'll use very frequently in this, and that's scientific notation, which is the same. 10 to the negative third is the same thing as saying 1 times 10 to the negative third. And if you have a decimal place here, the way that you can get to your answer is take that 1 with the decimal place and move it over to the left 3 times. 1, we'll put in a 0, 2, put in another 0, and finally 3, and put in another 0. Now our decimal place is here, and this is the equivalent of 1/1000th, 0.001, and this is the same thing as 1/1000. Now that we've reviewed what exponentials are, let's talk about working with them. For example, multiplying two exponentials together. For for example, 10 to the a times 10 to the b. What this means, if you perform the calculation, is your final answer could be written as 10 and then whatever the exponents a and b are would be added together. When dividing exponentials, you subtract a and b from one another. So 10 to the a divided by 10 to the b can be rewritten as 10 to the a minus b. Now let's see what that looks like with real numbers. For example, 10 to the third times 10 to the fourth is the same thing as 10 to the 3 plus 4, which is 10 to the 7. And for 10 to the a divided by 10 to the b, that is the same thing as saying 10 to the 3 divided by 10 to the 4, which works out to be 10 to the 3 minus 4, which is 10 to the negative 1, which we know from our review on exponentials is the same thing as writing 0.1 or 1 over 10. I previously mentioned the concept of scientific notation, and let's review what that means. So this number, 5.523 times 10 to the third, is written in scientific notation. This is the equivalent of writing 5,523, because this 10 to the third means that we have moved this decimal place over 3 times to give us 5,523. Additionally, let's look at how to convert a decimal into scientific notation. This number, 0.0000467, can be rewritten as 4.67 times 10 to the negative 5, because the decimal has been moved over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's where we get our exponent being negative 5. Now let's recap. Remember our equation, A equals BC. If we're given real numbers, like A equals 1.45 times 10 to the third, and B equals 4.23 times 10 to the negative 1, both in scientific notation, how do we solve for C? Well, A, we're told, has a value of 1.45 times 10 to the third is equal to B times C, which is B, we can plug in 4.23 times 10 to the negative 1, all times C. If we divide both sides by 4.23 times 10 to the negative 1, we can obtain C by itself by canceling this out, which can be rewritten as C equals 1.45 times 10 to the third divided by 4.23 times 10 to the negative 1. Again, we're dividing exponentials, and dividing by a negative number is the same thing as adding the positive number. So, when you perform this calculation, either through your computer or by hand, you would see that C is equal to 3.43 times 10 to the fourth. And this is how you put it all together.